Hello friends, today we are going to cover basic geometrical ideas. We will cover all the important definition from this chapter. So the first thing, basic geometrical shapes, basic geometrical ideas. Now what do you understand by geometry? Geometry, the part of mathematics that deals with such object as points, lines, planes and space is called geometry. It can also deal with triangles, rectangles, all the shapes, etc. All the shapes. We will take all the shapes. It is also a part of geometry. Okay. Now the first thing is point. First is point. Now what do you understand by point? A point is an exact location. Point is an exact location. It is an exact location and has no dimension. It doesn't have any dimension. Okay, so how can you define a point? A point is an exact location with no dimension. You can represent point with capital letters. We represent point with capital letters. The second is line. What is line? A line, we can say that a line has a straight path. A line is a straight path which doesn't have any endpoint, that has no endpoint. It's a straight path. First thing, a line is always a straight path, no endpoint. Line is a straight path, no endpoint, or we can say that endpoints are fixed. Endpoints are not fixed. Endpoints are not fixed. Okay, that means you can represent it as, this is a line AB. You can represent line AB as in this way, and you can write line AB. In AB at the top, you can represent this as a line. Okay, so line, how can you define line? Line is a straight path, no endpoint. Or you can say that endpoints are not fixed. You can extend it from both the direction. This arrow shows that you can extend the line from both the direction. Okay, the next is line segment. So how can you represent line segment? Line segment is a part of line. It is a portion of line. Part of line. Endpoints are fixed. Endpoints are fixed. That means suppose this is an endpoint, this is an endpoint, it's a fixed endpoint. Suppose this is 5 centimeter. This is AB. This is 5 centimeter. Now suppose I draw this 5 centimeter. Instead of the slipping line, I draw a standing line like this. And so it will change its measurement. No, it is 5 centimeter itself. So this is, it has two endpoints. Two endpoint which is fixed. Two endpoint which is fixed. Two endpoints are fixed. We can say that line segments have two endpoints, fixed endpoint, two endpoints that are fixed. This is known as line segment. Now comes ray. Next is ray. How you will represent a line segment? Line segment is represented in this way. Line is represented with two-side arrow. Okay. Now ray. Ray has one endpoint, one fixed endpoint, and from the other side it can extend. It has one endpoint and other side, from other side we can extend it. Okay, one endpoint, and from other direction we can extend. Okay, how you can define a ray? A ray has one endpoint and other direction we can extend it. How we can represent a ray? AB and then a arrow over there. This is the way to represent a ray. This is the way to represent a line segment. This is the way to represent a line. Point, line segment, ray. It is clear. Now name. What do you understand by a plane? A plane is a flat surface. A plane is a flat surface. It has two dimension. How many dimension? Two dimension. That is length and breadth. A plane is a flat surface. It is a flat surface and it has two dimensions. So this is a plane or this is a plane. It has two dimension. It has two dimension. This is a two dimension. Okay. So this is known as a plane. A plane is a flat surface. A plane is a flat surface that we can extend this from all the direction. I can extend it from all the I can extend it from here. I can extend it from here. I can extend it from here, from here, from here, and from here. So that means I can increase the size of this plane. A plane is a flat surface that extends from all the direction, and it is a two-dimensional. It is two-dimensional. That means it has length and breadth. Clear? Now come parallel line. Now what do you understand by parallel line? This is line L, this is line M. Parallel line means these two lines never cut each other. Never cut or meet each other. They will never cut or meet each other, and they always have equal distance from each other. Equal distance from each other. Okay, parallel line, how can you define? A parallel line never cut or meet each other, and they are always equidistant from each other. They are always from equal distance from each other. Okay, they are known as parallel lines. Now the next is intersecting line. Intersecting lines. Intersecting lines are those lines which cut each other at a common point. At a common point. This is a common point. Common point. Okay. This is line L. This is line M. So how you define intersecting lines? Intersecting lines cut each other. Cut each other at a common point. Cut each other at a common point. Next is closed figure and open figure. Closed figure and open figure. Now closed figure means which all the sides are closed. All the sides are closed. Open figure means there is a gap between them. There is a small gap, or you can anyway. These are all open figure. These all are closed figure. Okay. Now suppose I take a triangle. Okay. Triangle. So triangle is also a closed figure. This is also a closed figure which is formed by 3 line segments. Closed figure formed by 3 line segments. Okay. Now if I take a quadrilateral, this is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is also a closed figure but formed by 4 line segments. Quadrilateral is also a closed figure formed by 4 line segments. Clear? Okay, the next is, suppose I have taken a triangle. Okay, now suppose this is a triangle and I mark a point A here. So point A is the interior. Okay, a point B is the exterior. Point B is at the exterior point. Point A is the interior point. And suppose I mark a point here as D. D is on the line segment. It is the point D is on the line segment of this triangle. On the line segment of this triangle. Interior point means which is inside the triangle. Exterior point which is outside the triangle. And the point D is on the line segment of that triangle. Clear? Now comes after this is circle, circumference. Circumference. Now what do you understand by circumference? Now suppose I draw a circle. Suppose I draw a circle like this. Suppose I draw a circle. Now here, this circle, the boundary of the circle is known as the circumference. So we can say that boundary of the circle. Boundary of the circle is known as the circumference. Okay. Now after this circumference, it is chord. Now suppose there are 2 points here and I join these 2 points. This is A and this is B. So this point, this is known as the chord. So how you will define chord? What is the definition of chord? Chord can be defined a line segment joining any 2 points on a circle. Line segment joining any 2 points. Any 2 points on a circle. A line segment joining any 2 points on a circle is known as a chord. After chord, it is diameter. Now suppose here CD is the chord, diameter. Okay, now diameter is also known as a chord. Diameter is a chord itself because it is the longest chord. Okay, but when it passes, the chord which passes through the center, the chord which passes through the center. The chord which passes through the center, is known as the diameter. The chord which passes through the center is known as the diameter. Now next is radius. Now suppose this is point O and I join here point E. So how you will define radius? Line segment from the center. From the center to a point on the circle. How you will define radius? A line segment. This is a line segment. It has 2 endpoints. It's a line segment from the center. Start from the center to a point anywhere on the circle. To a point, it can be anywhere. This is also a radius. This is also a radius. Anywhere. Okay. So how you will define a line segment from the center to a point on the circle is known as the radius. Up to here, is it clear? Chord. How can you define a chord? A chord is a line segment joining any 2 points on a circle. Is known as a chord. Diameter is the chord which passes through the center. The chord which passes through the center is known as the diameter. How can define radius? A line segment from the center to any point on the circle is known as the radius. Okay, next is sector. First is semicircle. We will take semicircle first. Semicircle. Now suppose this is a circle. This is the circle. Now when I divide the circle into equal parts, means when the diameter divides the circle, into equal part, it is known as semicircle. So half of a circle is a semicircle. Half of a circle is a semicircle. So how you can define a semicircle? Half of a circle. That means when the diameter, now suppose this is the diameter AB. So this diameter divides the circle into equal half. The diameter divides the circle into equal half. This is half part, this is half part. So these half parts are known as the semicircle. Okay. Now arc. Now suppose, how you will define arc? Now suppose I draw a circle. I draw this circle. Okay. Now I mark a point A. This is B. This is point C. Okay. So this point ABC. This point ABC. This point is known as arc. But this is minor arc. It is a small part, so it is a minor arc, and the whole distance, suppose here it is P and this is Q. So arc, how you will see, ACB is the minor arc and APQB is the major arc. Clear? you have to show this is the this is the way to represent an arc. So here ACB, this is the small part. ACB, it is the minor arc. APQB, this is the large part. This is the large part. This is the large part. So this is known as the major arc, minor arc and major arc. So a part of the circumference, how you will define the definition? Definition is a part of the circumference is an arc. A part of circumference is an arc. A part of the circumference is an arc. So how you will represent? This is ACB is the minor arc, APQB is the major arc. Clear? Now comes sector. Now suppose I will draw a circle again here, and I will draw a radius OA and I will draw a radius OB here. Okay, I will draw two radius. These two are radii, OA and OB are two radii. Now this area is known as the sector. This area is known as the sector. So how you will write sector? The definition is the area between two radii. The area between two radii is a sector. How you will define sector? The area between two radii. I have drawn two radii. The area between these two radii is known as the sector. The area between two radii is called a sector. Clear up to here? Okay, now after sector, it is segment. After sector, it is segment. Okay, I will draw a circle again. So this is a circle. Suppose I have drawn a chord AB. This is the chord AB. Okay, so this part is known as minor sector. This part is the smaller part is known as minor sector, and the bigger part is known as the major sector. The smaller part is known as minor sector. The major part is known as major sector. Okay, so how you will define segment? Sorry, this is segment. Major segment and minor segment. This is segment. Okay, this is segment. So how you will define segment? A segment when the chord divides the circle into unequal parts. So how you will define segment? Sorry. Chord AB divides the circle in two unequal parts. Okay, if it divides in equal part, then it will be a semicircle. If the chord divides the circle in equal part, it will be a semicircle. But when it divides the circle into unequal part, then it is known as the segment, minor segment and the major segment. Minor segment and the major segment. Okay, so how you will, now suppose here, anything, okay. Now here, one more thing in left in the sector, how you will represent a sector. This is O, this is A, this is B. This part is known as the sector. Okay, so how you will represent a sector? O, you will start from the center. O, A, suppose here one point C is also there. So this is the sector. OACB is the sector. OACB is the sector. Clear? This is the sector. And how you will represent a minor segment? Minor segment. Suppose I mark a point here D. I mark a point D here. So how you will represent minor segment? ADB is minor segment. This ADB is the minor segment. Okay, and the bigger part is the major segment. You can mark it and write it as a major segment. Clear? Minor segment and major segment is clear. So next thing is concentric circles. Next part is concentric circles. Concentric circles. Now what do you understand by concentric circle? Now suppose this is a center, a common center with 2 as the radius. I draw a circle. Okay, then I increase it the radius and draw a circle again. This is 3 centimeter. Then I increase the radius again and I draw the circle. That means how you will define a concentric circles? Circles with same center and different radii. How you will define concentric circles? Circles with same center is same, but the radius is different. Center with circles with same center and different radii are called concentric circles. These are known as concentric circles. Okay, thank you.